Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Defense might bring the house here. Snags a quick pass on the left. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Skips away from pressure. Caught near the sticks, it's McCulley. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. Got his man quickly. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Spins away from one. Flying down the left side. Oh, a lot of touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. The short hands, it's Marshall. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. It's a seam wide open. Got some room heading to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And you can tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Aller. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying play action. Makes the grab outside. It's Singleton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. With jet sweep pass. Turning on the Jets. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Back to throw, it's Aller. That's caught, it's Hudson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
A first down run in the red zone. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
3rd and goal. The offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration, now setting up 4th down.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun, running back on the move. Strong running there, going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The quick out. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the 2nd half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They'll run the option. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Aller. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes, and the waiting moments, that could be a costly play. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points. And running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. There he goes! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Klein. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give on the option. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation